Hello, this is Harold S. McCorkle, your marketing coach, with today's tips for today's network marketers. Today I'm going to be discussing how to find the leader in you. So let's get started. You're going to learn the 3 mistakes that people make. Number 1, why productivity is important. Number 2, how to make time your ally. And number 3, what it takes to become a great leader. Okay, you see, there are many things that can distract you during the course of a day. You see, we are programmed to a daily routine. If you are a network marketer, the first thing you really need to do is deprogram yourself from that daily routine, period. You know, some of the biggest mistakes are like number 1, you spend too much time on Facebook. And what I mean by that is, your main focus is to be connecting with people, like-minded people like yourself, that are in a related niche to whatever it is that you have, and then building a relationship with that person, finding out what their problems may be, and then solving whatever their problems are, because then and only then they will look at you as an expert. Why? Because you gave them a solution to a problem that they may have been having for months or weeks or maybe even years. Okay, and you just help them solve it. Another thing is you spend too much time listening to training videos. Okay, all right, there's a place and a time to do that. Usually if I'm listening to training videos or watch videos or whatever, or audios, I do that during my commuting time. If I'm going to work or whatever and it takes me about an hour or hour and a half to get to work, I'll pull out my tablet and then I'll just I'll watch a mind development material, or I'll even watch or maybe some audios or whatever, anything to sharpen my mind, okay, and keep me up to date with what's going on, okay. It takes me an hour and a half to get to work, so, and it also takes me an hour and a half to get back. So between that, I done spent, let's see, if I do a total hour and a half to go to work and an hour and a half to come home, that's actually a total of 2 hours, 3 hours of time of mind development, of sharpening my mind between going to work and coming home. So that's when you can do it. Then when you get home, you can just focus on your main goals or your tasks or whatever you have to accomplish for that day. Okay? And another thing that people spend too much time doing, they try to multitask. They try to do more than one strategy at a time. Don't do that. That's a big mistake too. Concentrate on one strategy. Get that down. Become the expert at doing that. Start getting them leads and them conversions and that traffic coming to you from that one strategy. Master that one strategy. Don't try to do 2 or 3 different strategies all at the same time. You're spreading yourself too thin, and none of them are going to work like that. Accomplish one strategy. Get it working like you want it to work. And then down the line, and I still say down the line, you can try another strategy. Because if that one's working for you, then you need to milk that baby dry. How to make time your ally. The number 1 mistake that people make is when they come home, they take a shower, grab a bite to eat, they watch TV. No, that's wrong. Do not get in front of the TV set. Those people, the movies that you are watching, now this is the only way I would watch TV. If I came home, grabbed a bite to eat, took a shower, grabbed a bite to eat, I would watch a movie. But if I watch a movie, I want them people to pay me for the time it's taking me to watch that movie. That's not going to happen. You're not going to get paid for watching a movie that somebody else made. So why not take that same time, take your shower, grab a bite to eat, and then get in front of that computer screen and focus on what? Your business. That's what you need to focus on. Put a couple of hours into your business every day, each and every day, and compound it over time. It adds up to what? Success. Okay? You need to plan a daily routine. Set goals to accomplish. That's what you need to do. Plan each day the day before. And what I mean by that is this. Okay, Wednesday, you're going through your process, you're accomplishing your task. Okay, if you don't complete it, then you can carry it over into the next day and then complete it. But if you do complete it the day before, you plan your next activities the day before on what you're going to do. So when the next day comes, you know exactly what you're going to do next to continue your upline success path. Okay? You don't have to sit there the next day comes and say, now what am I going to do now? Why? Because you know already. You planned it the day before what you need to do next. And then after you've accomplished that, you plan in that same time what you need to do next. And you accomplish the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And that's duplicatable too. So you can teach that to your team members as well. Alright? Plan each day the day before. Make this a habit and you will succeed. How to make time your ally. Okay, well that goes back to what I said before. Okay, if you're on the train, like I said, instead of looking at the advertisements on the walls and stuff, instead of looking at people, because people try not to look at each other while they're sitting around on the train going wherever they're going anyway, okay? So you want to use that time, utilize that time, and just do something that sharpens your mind. Basically, that is really it, okay? You know that saying, though. If you don't know it, I want to tell you what it is. Leaders are readers. So, read, my friend. Learn as much as you can learn, because knowledge is power. But once you have that knowledge, the only thing you have to do is implement that knowledge, because you can have all the knowledge in the world, but if you don't implement it, you don't put it into action, nothing will never happen for you. So knowledge is power, but it has to be implemented. You have to put it into action for it to work. Okay? So that way, when you're at home, you can now concentrate on the things you need to concentrate on to accomplish the goals and the daily tasks that you need to accomplish. Okay? So while you're out and about, do your mind development and everything then. What it takes to become a great leader? Well, learn, grow, and lead. What that means is this: you learn, you grow, and then you lead. You have to go through the struggles yourself, okay, before you can lead others through that struggle. Because if you go through the struggle yourself, quite naturally, you're creating a path for other people to follow behind you. Okay? And it's going to be even easier for them because you already went through it and you're showing them the way to go through it so they don't make the same mistakes that you did. Okay? And these are only the people that are going to be coachable, the ones that will listen and learn. The other ones that don't want to listen, well, they're going to go through the mistakes that you went through when you went through it. But the ones that do listen, you're saving them a lot of time, and they will love you for that. Leaders don't chase people down, family and friends. They have a certain quality about themselves. If you notice, when you go to a meeting, or even a house meeting or party, you have a certain guest up there, that person has a certain quality that just attracts people to them. At the big event, at the meeting, or whatever, like I said, these people don't chase people down. People gravitate towards them. Why? Because of the way, the posture, the way they carry themselves with the confidence, the knowledge that they have, and the experience, and the teams they have built and the organizations they have already built. They're already successful. So you want to follow people that are already successful. At the end of that meeting, what do most people do? Do they leave? No. The ones that really want to be successful go up to the stage and they talk to that individual, because leaders don't mind sharing knowledge with you guys. They want to tell you more. They want to give you those gold nuggets so you can succeed. And smart people, intelligent people know this. And the ones that really want to succeed in their business, they go to the front of that stage and they ask that speaker questions and stuff. And then they do what? Do they forget it then? No. When they leave there, they go home and they implement it. And if you copy the right cat, you get the same results. Okay? So copy the right cat, my friend. I thought this was funny. Okay, so I just put this here for a little laugh, but let's move on. True leaders don't create followers. They create more leaders. And that's what you got to look at. When you're building a team, if you're following, if you're paying attention to the leg that's going down, you always will find actually a leader. 4 levels down, there is a leader in there. Once you spot that leader, connect with that leader. Put them into your core leadership circle, right? Get them connected with you. Make sure they're duplicating what you're doing, and so that they can do the same with their organizations, so that they can find more leaders within their organizations and do the same things. That way your organization will become huge. Your team will become huge. How would you like to be the #1 team in your corporation or your company? It can happen if you do things the right way. No man will make a great leader who wants to do it all himself or get all the credit for doing it. That's the person you do not want to follow, because you will not get recognition. You can help this person become the top leader within their program, and they will not give you any recognition for it, any rewards for it. It's like this. Imagine you're working on your job, okay? Now, you're working your butt off, okay? Your store is clean at the end of the day. Everything is immaculate, all right? Okay, the big managers come in over the manager that you're under. All of a sudden, that manager, he acts like it's because of him that the store is that way. He doesn't give you guys any credit at all, okay? Do you really want to follow a person like that? Or would you rather follow a person that is going to recognize what you do and even reward you for it, and even tell the upper managers about their employees that work so hard to make this a reality, to make that store the way it's supposed to be? You want to follow that type of person. Leaders become great not because of their power, but because of their ability to empower others. And that is so true. That is so true. They have the ability to empower others, but only the ones that actually really deserve the power. Those are the ones that they give it to. And that's other leaders that are doing what? The same things that they're doing, that are being duplicatable at what they're doing. And those people are empowered to do more because they build a trust, a relationship between each other too. So everyone is working together to make it happen. That way you will succeed. Divide and conquer is the law that destroys any type of organization that is really being successful. So you don't want to divide and conquer. You want to become team, all for one and all for one. One for all and all for one. That's what you want to happen. These are some of the things that true leaders do. They motivate people. They mentor people. They inspire people. They coach people. And the #1 thing they do is lead by example. Like I said, in order for you to help others, you have to go through the struggle yourself. You have to show them how it's done by doing it yourself. And when they see that, they know it's possible, then they implement what you do, they copy what you do, and they get the same results. Teamwork does make the dream work, but you got to have vision as well that you instill within your organization. When you do that, everybody, one for all and all for one, is working together to do what? Win. And that's the result that will happen when it's that kind of a scenario. Maya Angelou once said, "I've learned that people will forget what you say, People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And that is so true. If you made them feel bad, they're not going to forget that. But if you made them feel good, they're not going to forget that neither. I've been in a lot of different organizations, well, not organizations, I've been at a lot of events where I actually have seen leaders being praised by the people under them. I mean, the leaders were giving out awards to people that accomplished some serious tasks. I mean, made X amount of sales, brought X amount of people into the business and everything. But a lot of those same people also recognized those leaders and had rewards for them that they all pitched in together to give to that leader. See? That is true recognition all the way around, from leadership to the people underneath the leader recognizing and appreciating what that leader has done for them. John F. Kennedy once said, efforts and courage are not enough without purpose and direction. So your purpose has to be your why. Your why has to be the strongest why ever, whatever it is, whether it's to get your kids through college, whether it's to get yourself out of poverty, whether it's to get to help other people. Your why has to be strong to keep you motivated, and then the direction will take care of itself. Great leaders start off as great followers, and that's so true. Every leader you see today on stage was a follower at first that admired another leader that was already established, and they emulated that leader and became leaders themselves by following in the same footsteps. So that's what you need to do, my friend. To become a leader, you have to walk in a leader's footsteps. Now, as a network marketer, we all know the number one thing you need to have is a targeted audience, okay? Once you do, don't pitch them your opportunity, your business opportunity. That is what everyone is doing, no matter whether it's on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or what have you. They're all pitching their business up front. People are running away from that like crazy. Instead, build relationships. That's the key. Build relationships with them people. Ask questions. The more questions you ask, the more closer you get to what? Finding out what their problems may be. And if they're in the same kind of a niche that you have the solution for, the cure for, then you can provide that solution. Help them out. Help them get over that hurdle or that obstacle. And they will look at you and love you for that and perceive you as the leader, as the expert in your field. And what you think happens then? Sooner or later down the line, they're going to want to know what your primary business is. And then and only then you can tell them about that. But help them out by providing value, valuable content, valuable solutions to help them out. You're not that person trying to pitch them on your business, how great it is, the program and the compensation. No, you're not that person. And you will stand out beyond that type of a person, and you will get more attention, and people will be more attracted to you because of it. Muhammad Ali once said, he who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. So you have to be courageous. Take risks. If you don't take a risk, you'll never find out what's behind that door. You have to take that risk to find out what's behind that door. You have to open that door to see what's behind it. Don't listen to somebody else and say, don't open that door because what's behind that door is going to kill you, or what's behind that door is no good for you. Don't open it. You don't listen to that person. Open the door and find out for yourself. Those same people probably did what they was telling you to do, and they never really found out what it was really all about because they really didn't open up that door. Or if they did, they didn't do what was necessary to go through it. Well, my time is up, ladies and gentlemen, right now, but I am going to leave you with this. If you are struggling to get more traffic to your business, get more leads, increase your income in your own business, there's a program that I was introduced to. It's called the Ultimate Lead Gen formula. That definitely will help you to get more leads, more traffic, increase your income for your business, and as well as your knowledge on how to be a leader within this industry. With that, I'm going to say bye-bye now. This is Howard S. McCorkle, your marketing coach, saying just click on the link down below, copy it, put it in your browser, and you will get the rest of the details from that on me to you. That's all, folks.